Watching on Washington miners, we'll be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mahomes to throw once more. Caught by Allen. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Called that a very strong gain of 24. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Now Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Chris Godwin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He gets this one to Davis Price. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. The Jets had 8 and 5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson drops this underneath for Davis Price. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Davis Price will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll get this into the hand. And I think the ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 10.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready, set.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Raidersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he fends him off.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
On a slant, here's Collins. Touchdown, Jets! Nico Collins,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Jets are back within a score.
Point after, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with the W.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, Mahomes gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Mahomes going to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Davis Price. Shifts by him. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
1st down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete. It's Collins.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Wilson. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left.
Davis Price is in. Touchdown, Jets.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, a good move at the 5. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Collins.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Wilson will throw again.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Fournette, a first down carry. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. And here's the former Raider wideout, Amari Cooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Equanimous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Brought down by Nazeeh Johnson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
43!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes it.
Complete to Chris Godwin. A gain of 12. First down, Las Vegas.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Caught by Allen, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach made you say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Davis Price once more. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. A give left side for Davis Price. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll run with Davis Price. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Ty Davis Price
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jalen Armour-Davis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mahomes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was an excellent come from